Hey, how's it going, guys? It is Foxydude here. Welcome back to a brand new episode of my F1 2021 Mods Career Modes with Mercedes-Benz. We're here for round number 5, which is the Monaco Grand Prix. If you guys end up enjoying today's video, feel free to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed already. And without further ado, we're going to get straight into the episode. So as you can see then, looking at the Drivers' Championship, you can see that we are, what is that? Like a couple of, however many points clear, I can't do maths right now, of Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen is then third in the championship. It's pretty much become a 3-horse race, to be honest, for the title, which is kind of what you expected, really, apart from in real life, because Bottas won't ever be there. Looking then in terms of all the other situations that we got, looking at the R&D tree, you can see that we're currently awaiting a major upgrade to our gearbox for the durability side of things. Once we've got that onto the car, I'm then going to go ahead and do an ICE upgrade. Looking then over at the powertrain, we've got a major engine upgrade on the way. Alfa Romeo have already put in a lot of engine upgrades to their car. They've now got the fastest car in a straight line. Chassis side of things, we're top of that by quite some margin. We've done a few upgrades here or there. We can then go ahead and start doing some of these ones if we so wish. And then for the aero side, again, we're very clear, or far clear of Red Bull, so we don't really need to panic too much. We might get like this one, like this amount of front downforce, because we did a rear downforce one on, just sort of balance the car out a little bit. But that's kind of where we're at. The only final thing that we've got an issue with is the PU side of things. Our ICE is on 80%. I don't think that's going to get through the Monaco Grand Prix weekend. I'll have a look. I might just try and risk it for a rich tea biscuit, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. So, yeah, but for now, guys, we're going to get straight into the weekend and have some fun. Right, so the practice sessions have now been simulated. I now have to make a choice. Shut up. That is, do I risk the engine... Oh, it's on 87%. That's just not going to make it, is it? Let's be honest, it just won't. Yeah, I think it was on like 60-odd%. Yeah, it's just not going to make... This is annoying now, because I'm going to have to take a new engine for Monaco when I didn't really want to. I mean, to be honest, like, no matter what, I'm going to have to take a bunch of engine penalties this season. Turbocharged is on 70%, and my gearbox is on 65%. Gearbox will make it one more race. To be honest, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use a new ICE. There's no hiding from that. 62% on the MGUK, that's fine. MGUH 69 is fine. Energy store is only on 39%, that's absolutely fine. 70% on the turbocharger, we can get away with it. Yeah, the only thing we're going to have to do is use the ICE today for this episode. Then what I'll do is for the Canadian Grand Prix, I'm just going to have to take a whole bunch of penalties, which is fine. I'm not too concerned because Canada's a strong track for me. So that's what we're going to have to do. Let's get into qualifying. I haven't raced around Monaco in about 5 months. So if I don't crash out in this Grand Prix, everyone has to call me a god. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't realise that McLaren was so close on pit exit. Jeez, right, okay, that was a worry. Not a good first lap either, really. Not the greatest. Still getting used to the circuit. So I need to get used to it fast, though, because, of course, we need to make sure that we actually make it through. Tyre temps went up quite a lot then, so that's also a concern, but we'll hopefully get through. What's the gap between me and bottom of the knockout zone? 7/10. That should be fine. I say that. Do you think I just got out of Q1? Oh, fuck me, I've just been knocked out in Q1. Okay. Ow, that hurt. Wow. Yeah, I've actually just been knocked out by 3/100ths of a sec. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was about 7/10ths up in the first sector. The first 2 sectors. I just lost it all in the last sector. I didn't have any tyre performance left. Wow, that's embarrassing. Right. Well. Oh, dear. Right, I'm going to make an executive decision here, and I'm just going to take all my engine penalties now. I'm starting 16th on the grid. What's the point in then starting far down the grid in the next race in Canada when I can just get a whole bunch of stuff on the car? I know it's Monaco and it's not necessarily needed, but I guess I'm going to need some form of straight line speed if I'm going to make up for it in the race, so this is kind of my plan.
Time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Alexander Albon, and Perez, Ricciardo, Sainz, Stroll, and Lando Norris, Ocon, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen, and Kvyat, Raikkonen, Russell, Nicholas Latifi, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Grosjean, and Thomas. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Okay, so here we are then for the start of the Monaco Grand Prix. I've done this intro about 6 times now, but yeah, it doesn't matter. We're here now, and we're going to start on the medium. This is what I mean by I've done this intro like 6 times, to the point now where I just can't even remember what I'm saying. Hard tyres to mediums. The front runners will have to 2-stop, meaning that we should have some track position, and we'll have good tyres at the end, but I need to get a good start. So 5 lights. Not a bad start, you know. I'm just a little bit, well, sandwiched. I've got nowhere to go. Try to get that run on Latifi, which we do. It's 1 position gain, 2 positions gain, sorry. That's not nice, getting in that contact. First lap done, that's another overtake for me in the books. That's now up to 16th place, so pretty much back where we were meant to start before I took all my penalties. So next up is Raikkonen, who's not going to be easy because he's A on the medium tyres and B, that Alfa Romeo is the fastest car in a straight line, so yeah, it's not going to be the easy overtake. Oh, finally. I swear to God, I'm getting really angry in this race. That's 15th place now in the bag. Yeah, this is being one of the toughest Monaco Grand Prix I've ever done. Just because of how far down the order we are. Normally you dominate a Monaco Grand Prix. But I haven't driven around here for so long. I'm just struggling, and these hard tyres are flipping awful. They're really poor. I'm already a pit stop behind Lewis. Like, Lewis has won this race now. It's all his. I'm already a pit stop behind. Yeah, it's just not been a fun race at all. It's a nice exit. Yeah, we should be able to get in here. In which we do. That's P14. Still a long way to go so we can even... Okay, yeah, it's still going to be a long old race, this one. A frustrating one at that. Oh, just sent that one. It's another one down. Just caught up to a train which is being led by one of the McLarens, which is nice. But apart from that, I'm having the worst time of my life. I've completely forgotten how to drive Monaco, and it feels like Monaco from F1 2018 and prior, where I hate the track. I've just hit the wall. I didn't do any damage. It's fine. Another Rascasse send. That brings us up into... what's it called now? Someone's pitted, have they? Yeah, one of the Renaults has just boxed. So we should start seeing the front runners pitting soon. We're up now into 11th place, just 1 place shy off the points. Another one for the Rascasse. Can I try and pit Stroll into T1?
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around...
Yes, I can. Okay. Up into 9th place now. I'm just having such a big issue trying to follow a car and driving at their pace, because I mean, it's my fault that I'm down here in the first place, but they're just so slow, and what I hate so much is patience. I don't have any. I just want to freaking send it, but it just won't. I know that if I send it, it won't work. But it's annoying because I just want to freaking send it on these guys because they're so slow. Let's get past Norris as quick as we can, and then we can try. And then we've got some clean air that we can work with and see how our pace is. That's another one for your Rascas sends.
Lewis is in the pits.
And Lewis has just come out of the pits in front of us.
It is 4.9 seconds.
That's how badly we've been stuck in traffic. Lewis has got that pit stop gap that he was looking for in front of probably the whole field. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to beat Lewis here today. So we just need to focus on our own pace now. Here's interesting. Charles Leclerc managed to start the race on the medium compound tyres. And he was the Ferrari that was right up Lewis's gearbox. So he's managed to get through Q2 on the mediums. And now, he's got a full pit stops advantage over Hamilton. Fascinating. Meanwhile, you can tell just how much we were getting held up by the other cars because we're already 5 seconds clear of them. But again though, it was my fault in qualifying, I didn't get it right. So Charles Leclerc then in front has just pitted, he's on a fresh set of hard tyres. So he's going to the end of the race, which is fair enough. So he's actually executed a brilliant one-stop strategy. It's up to Hamilton now, when he comes in for his next stop, which will be a set of mediums, to try and beat Leclerc basically, if he can. As for me, we're about 8.2 seconds clear of Ocon. We're still on for a P3, but there are still drivers that need to stop again. So we won't be in P3 straight away, but we'll be there soon. Also then we'll be on the medium tyres, and hopefully we can have a bit more fun, because I'm being straight, these hard tyres feel like dog. Like, they're just terrible. I really don't like them. Haven't enjoyed them since I started them on the start of the race. Just had to use them, hoping medium compound tyres on lower fuel loads. Alright, cool. Yeah, hoping with mediums on low fuel, track fully rubbered in, should at least give us some grip and then let us have a bit of fun and attack some corners, because, yeah, right now I just feel I have no grip. Right, finally I can get off these hard tyres. They're genuinely hurting my face. Coming in now, let's see where we rejoin in comparison to the likes of Vettel and Verstappen. They're about 19 seconds behind. You know what, we might actually rejoin in third. Our overcut, or just our pace on the hard tyres, might mean that we rejoin in third. Minimap's going to be this is going to be close.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish
For some reason, my game or my car just decided not to accelerate. It just didn't accelerate on pit exit, which is annoying. But we're in 4th place. Vettel and Verstappen both have to stop. You know, we're in a good spot here. We're in a good spot. Oh my lord. That was very rash. I do apologise. Had to be done though.
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
And we're now in front of Seb. Jesus Christ, I can't break into any corners. But we're in front of Vettel now. So it's Verstappen. Oopsie, sorry Seb. Now we've pretty much just got to, well, not crash and send the car home, because I'm not going to beat Leclerc. I'm not going to beat Hamilton. It's the new fastest lap of the race.
That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Which is nice. I had to stop talking then because I'd outbroke myself into Sandoval for the 24th time. Yeah, feeling good on these medium tyres now. Really happy with them. I think my fastest lap will get beaten because Hamilton's yet to pit and he needs to put on another set of mediums. So that'll get beaten. Leclerc, as you can see, he's still 20 seconds up the road. Unless he has an engine failure, there's no chance I'm going to catch him. So yeah, I am literally just settling for a P3. Vettel's behind. I think he also needs to stop again. Pretty much everyone behind me has to stop again, bar the Renault or the Alpine Renault of Ocon. So yeah, pretty much just in a world of my own now. We've done a good job, we just can't throw it away now. I get the feeling that Hamilton's trying a one-stop here. We've got 11 laps to go in this Grand Prix. 12 laps. 13, I don't fucking know. And he's not stopping yet. and he's staying out. He's just stayed out for another lap. Should look where I'm going. I wonder if he's trying to go to the end now on the mediums and just hold it out. He pitted early for the mediums. Leclerc went through quite... Leclerc pitted at the right time for a set of hard tyres. In fact, when we get on this straight now, we'll have a look. When did Lewis come into the pits? See, he's only done a one-stopper so far. So Hamilton came in at the end of lap 11, start of lap 12 to fit those mediums on. He's still going. Everyone else, for example, where's like Verstappen? Max is just nowhere. He's all the way down here. Like Max came in as well at the end of lap 11 to fit a set of mediums on. But then he came in at the end of lap 21 and has put a fresh set of mediums on. He's stuck in traffic now. Like Max is pretty much not scoring any points. So everyone's coming at the end of lap 11, but Lewis seems like he's going to the end. Same with Seb. So actually, weirdly enough, everyone's been doing a one-stopper on their medium compound tyres, on their softs, doing a soft to medium. So my strategy of hards to mediums feels like it was completely unnecessary now because everyone's just done soft medium instead, which is what I could have done. But the advantage that I've done by doing hards to mediums is by going so long on the hard compound tyres, I've got no traffic and I was able to overcut everyone. I had to make overtakes, but I've overcut everyone and I'm in a very, very lonely P3. And I'm still closing that gap to Charles. Not going to pass it, but still going for it. Oh, go on. Go on. Oh my god. Shit in hell. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, I'm passing Leclerc for second. Get in. Let's go.
Okay, good work.
Come on. I've been pushing so hard this race to catch Leclerc. Let's go, man. You wouldn't have seen any point of me speaking throughout all of that. I was pushing like God knows how much. I was getting 1.8 plus seconds a lap on Leclerc to try and catch and pass him. I wasn't expecting to pass him, I was just running my own race. Hamilton's going to win the Monaco Grand Prix. We're now going around the outside of George Russell to lap him. But as soon as Jeff was saying, you know, you're 1.8 seconds a lap faster, I just kept checking the gap. Come on, man, P2, let's go.
Top job, my friend, top job.
Flipping hell, man.
At the start of the weekend, but you've pulled
Whew.
Thank you.
What a race, Jesus Christ. Doesn't sound like much, but starting last on the grid to finishing in P2, catching Charles Leclerc by, I mean, over a pit stop, because Leclerc was in front of me when he came out of the pits. And then I had to make my pit stop, and I've managed to pull it out and catch and pass him in that time. Like I said, I was literally just on the ragged edge of pace for the whole of the last stint. Hamilton's going to win. I don't even care, man. That's insane. Flipping hell. What a race. That was so much fun. Especially, well, when I say so much fun, I say the medium compound tyre stint was fun. The rest of it wasn't so fun. The hard tyre stint was an absolute nightmare, and it was just trying to be patient and waiting to make the moves. Whereas the fight with Charles Leclerc was just, yeah, I was just trying so hard to close the gap down, and yeah, we managed to do it. Unfortunately, like I said, apologies for not commentating. I know for this mod series, it's easier for me to live com, just for, you know, time-wise purposes. But live commentary, I'm really bad at it whilst racing. But yeah, especially around Monaco, I had to just shut up and just go for it. We'll have a look at the race pace now in a second to just show what I was talking about. Fair play to Lewis Hamilton, though. He actually executed a one-stop strategy doing softs to mediums. Only drivers that two-stopped was Verstappen and Grosjean, and it cost them dearly. But let's go and have a look quickly here. So, race director. So if we go to Charles Leclerc, so he came out then on the hard compound tyres, and as you can see, he was doing 14.5, 14.0, 14.7, 13.8, 14.1, 14.0, 13.9, 14s. he's pretty much in the 14s all the way through, and then he did a 13.8. So that was his lap times. Compare that then to my lap times, and as you can see, this is how I managed to close him. So we came out, we were straight in there, 13.7, 11.5, 13.0, 13.2, 12.9, 13.2, 13.3, 12.7, 12.7, 13.3, 13.5, 13.0, 13.1, 13.6, 12.9, 13.0, 13.0, and a 14.5. And like I said, comparing that to Leclerc then, we're in the 12s and the 13s. Leclerc's in the mid-14s in the tyre stint. So we were lapping about 1.8 seconds a lap faster than Charles Leclerc. And we did manage to pip him then at the end there, which was absolutely incredible. But it was the Mercedes 1-2, the Ferraris finishing 3rd and 4th, ahead of Sergio Perez and Albon. Then it's Ocon and Ricciardo, and then it's Pierre Gasly, Sainz, and then Norris in there and about. Looking at the Drivers' Championship then, Lewis Hamilton does indeed close the gap between myself and him. It's down to 11 points now, thanks to gaining 6 points on this today. We crucially got the fastest lap though, which was cool. Verstappen not scoring any points here today, which is massive for the championship. That puts him slightly out of contention. Leclerc is now on 45 points. Albon, Perez, Ocon, Vettel, and Stroll and Gasly. Constructors' Championship, Mercedes increased the advantage over Red Bull to 126 points. And we're going all out, man. I want to get as many points as I can in these 16 races as possible. But yeah, I love that medium tyre stint. That was awesome. Okay, so having a look then at the R&D. So we've got an upgrade to the crankshaft coming, which is for the... For God's sake. Really? That actually failed? Is that going to be in time for the Canadian Grand Prix? Right, I'm going to have to repurchase the gearbox upgrade because it's failed. That's really annoying because now I'm going to have to... I was hoping that I would get the extra resources and get straight on with the ICE upgrade. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen anymore, which is a real pain. But we'll get our weekly resources in. And we'll just save our R&D points. We've got a nice advantage. Oh, upgrade as well on that front. So the crankshaft does come in. And then we're ready for the Canadian Grand Prix. We've got plenty of resource points, 1,500. What I'm going to do is save those for the next time. Of course, we have got a big lead out front. What I'm going to do is save it so that I can purchase this ICE upgrade to make sure that the internal combustion engine doesn't wear out as fast. We've now got a big engine upgrade, which puts us second in the table on that front. And again, chassis and aero. The next thing that we'll do is we'll make an upgrade to the aero just to get this front downforce on, just to balance it out, and then we can move on from there. But guys, hopefully you have enjoyed today's episode of my F1 2021 mod career mode with Mercedes-Benz. If you have enjoyed it, feel free to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well. And I'll see you guys for the next race, which will be the Canadian Grand Prix. But for now, I'm out. Take care all. Peace.